Hey everybody, this is Tina. Hope you're doing well today. I thought that we would just have a little kind of craft with me today. I am working on our journal and I thought that we could do a lot of it together. This is the cover that we finished together, and that was in my last video, and it's been a while since I've uploaded because I'm still having huge problems with my internet. I uploaded a video for my other channel and it took me 2.5 days. And I was so frustrated. And anyway, so until I get that fixed, it's going to probably only be like 1 video a week or maybe 2 at the most, because it's taken me 2 days to load a video. Right now, they're digging in my front yard. They're doing the whole neighborhood for fiber optic. So I'm hoping once they get that in, I can have that resolved. And I'm not the only one, because I've talked to other neighbors and stuff, and they're having a horrible time too. So it's just bad. My upload speed is, and even just getting internet sometimes is very intermittent. So I'm doing the best I can. Plus I have my other channel, so I do want to let you know that I'm not going away. I'm just trying to, pace it to where I can get enough uploaded. It's just, whew. The only thing that I did on this cover without you guys is I added this material to the inside, because I told you I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. So I did that, and this is just some kind of light pink material that I bought at the thrift store for like 25 cents a yard. And I have used it on a multitude of things. But it's pretty lightweight. So I had looked at some other things, but they were kind of too heavy, I think. And this is going to be a 1 signature journal. So I decided I am using My Porch Prints, and I'll show you what I'm using with that. I don't know. I've used this before, and I'm coming back to it because I absolutely love it. Let me show you the pages. I don't know what let's see. There's that one. This is one of the plain pages. I backed them all already, and I've cut them out. Is that not gorgeous? That's why I think it's going to look so pretty with that. You've got the pink on the inside, the leather, that just oppose the two different, leathery look, and then that. And I don't know. I love that kit. I've always loved it. It's called French Rabbit by My Porch Prints on Etsy. And it is my all-time favorite. I looked at other ones. I thought about, I'll just do something different. And I just honestly, I came back to this because I love it. And I probably always love it. And it's probably not, I got to trim that. That's not very good. I didn't trim that very good. I put all of these in my big trimmer because my other printer that prints borderless is acting up. So I don't know if it's my printer or my computer or the connection. That's another thing on my internet. I keep losing the connection, so I have to keep putting it on my, look, that one's not perfect. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm just showing you guys in case you guys have not seen it. And this isn't necessarily Easter, guys. It's just rabbits and French words that I don't know. But isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Ugh. So, this is one of the plainer pages that you can write on. I did print a few of those. I don't know if I'm going to use them all. I'm going to try and do like a total of 20 pages, 1 signature. This is going to be it'll be a chunky little journal, but it's just going to be a 1 signature journal. And all I did for this is cut out the piece of material and glue it on here. I did not glue the sides, and if you haven't seen that video, I will put the link in the description box, but it's the last video I did. You can look on my playlist. And I'm going to leave that open because I'm going to make little cards to put in here, I think. I think that'll be fun. And let's see. Here, let me show you the other part of that. This is the, these are the pockets. And I already printed that. I think I printed that out twice. So there's that. This is an envelope. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, I printed this out twice because I'm going to use the pockets probably twice. So anyway, oh, here's some more pages. I didn't cut those yet. Look at that. I gotta go back in and cut those. How could I not use those? Ugh, I have to use those, right? How could I not use that? Is that not beautiful? Wow. That's probably my favorite right there. But you can see how that these pages will go really, really well with this, right? I mean, I just think that they go well. They're just made for it. And then I want to show you the ephemera. Where's all those pages here? Just in case you are interested in this kit, because it is really cool. So here's that. When it comes, I think this is separate. You have to buy that separate. And she has another, I think she might have a French rabbit tags or something like that. I'll have to go out there and look because I may buy it. But look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Yep. Yep. Anyway, that is this kit. So that is what I'm going to use for this because I think it'll be perfect for that. Last year I did 4 very shabby French rabbit journals, and I think they turned out, I love how they turned out. In fact, I wish I'd have kept one. But I usually don't keep my journals anymore. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do this with you. And so all I did is put glue all over it, and spread it around and put it on there. And there's some little white paint in here. You can kind of, but it's not really, you can't really see it. I'm going to go ahead and figure out a pocket situation. And I'm thinking about using this crocheted vintage lace that I have and putting it across here, which I think I'm going to do. See, look how pretty that will look. It'll be hanging out the bottom. I always do stuff like that, guys. I love it. That's why I haven't sewed around here yet. I am going to sew here and here. And here you could have sewn if I hadn't put it together yet. And you really could take your arm and go in there and sew it. And I could do that, but I don't know. I don't know if I will. But I am going to put, I think, this here. Of course, I have to glue it in first. I don't know what is the right side and the wrong side on this. This came off like a collar or something, and it's very vintage or antique, really. And I'm going to put that right here. And I've used it on other things, and this is my last piece. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue that in. And I do want it to hang over, so I'm going to have to figure out how much I want it to hang over. I think that will be good. Let me see how much that's hanging. It might be too much. So why don't I just put it, I'm going to put it right here. We'll do that. We're going to do that. Right there is good. All right, so I am just going to use my 3-in-1 glue and put that on. So I didn't even think I would be here this weekend to do a video, and I hope this gets uploaded, so that y'all can see it, because who knows, with my internet, you might see it a month from now. I mean, it's just taken forever. We were supposed to be out of town, and this is an interesting story. Happened to us yesterday. We left with our RV. It's not a driving RV, it's a pulling one. And we had our 2 dogs, my 2-year-old Golden, and then my brand new little, well, brand new, 4-month-old puppy. And we were about 2 hours out and stopped to get gas, let the dogs out, that kind of thing. It was pouring rain. And my husband was out taking my Golden out, and the puppy and I were inside, and he was crying, wanting to get out really bad. So I thought, well, I'll just take him, you know, out. And the car was running. And I got out of the car, and okay, I think that's even. I got out of the car and went to go get the puppy out, and the door was locked. His door was locked. And then I checked, and my door was locked. So basically, the car, because it has some sort of safety feature that if the car is running or something, it just locks automatically. It locks all the doors. And my husband said that happens when you're in the car. Like when you start the car, the door's locked. So basically, when you're in it, the door's locked. So our phones were in there, you know. I think that goes down a little bit here. I'm just gluing this on. And I am going to do some sewing on this later, but right now I'm just going to glue. And I'm not putting anything in the middle because I can just sew down there. Okay. So anyway, little puppy Bo was in there, and he was, you know, mind you, it's pouring rain. He has to get out. He can't understand why we won't let him out. He sees all of us outside the car, and Dory, my other dog, she couldn't understand. And she, even though she didn't like Bo in the beginning, she's quite fond of him and quite protective of him. And she's like, well, why is he crying and why can't he get out? And oh, God. So we're calling. And we didn't have a phone, so we had to find someone that would let us use their phone. And we're trying to get a hold of a locksmith to come out there. And because we're like an hour and a half out of Dallas, the Dallas, you know, metro area, we couldn't get a hold of anybody to come out there. They would all say they're going to call us back, the service, blah, blah, blah. But I think once they realized where we were, they didn't want to come out there. So after about an hour and a half of trying to get a hold of somebody, because now the reason it took so long is that we'd call somebody, they said they're going to call us back. Oh, we'll get right back. And then they never do. And then we have to call the service back. And it just went on and on. And at that point, you know, I'm ready to get a hammer and bust open the door, because even though it was that he was not in any danger or anything, it wasn't hot or anything, and the car was running and the temperature was fine, and, you know, he was not happy. And then after a while, he fell asleep. So thank God, because he was upset for a while. And then, but you know, it's pouring rain this whole time, and I'm standing outside the window of the car because I wanted him to see me when he was upset. So I'm soaking wet. I'm miserable. My husband's soaking wet. First, he's mad at me for locking the door. I said, I didn't do anything. I did not lock the door, I promise you. I did not do anything. It just did it. And it is a safety feature on the car. So anyway, we need to figure out how to disable, because that cannot happen again. But so it took close to 2.5 hours finally when we got a hold of somebody. And we got a hold of them because we called the police, and then they got a hold of somebody. So if it had not been for calling the police, I don't know if we'd ever would have got a hold of anybody. So thank God. And we got a hold of the police, and they came out, and the whole ordeal took a little over 3 hours. So the poor puppy was in there for 3 hours, and then he was so happy to see us go out, go to the bathroom, do whatever. We are soaked to our bones. My poor door. And, you know, we were taking cover underneath the stuff at it was a big truck stop, gas station thing. But you're still, it was cold out, pouring. I mean, I'm talking pouring rain. And I'll see, I think that looks good. What do you guys think? Cute, cute, cute. That's going to be cute. I'll put something over here. I think I'm going to put something over here to jazz that up a little bit. And I'm going to sew all the way around. I'm going to try and get that in my machine right there. I don't like that glue right there. Fix that. So we'll go ahead and I'll sew all the way around to reinforce it. Yeah, anytime you can add extra anywhere. Now I do want to put something over here, like some sort of trim coming down here, like right on the side. I don't know what. Let me look in my, all I have is my scraps here. I had to go over to the other thing and see what I have. I might not have anything, you know, because sometimes in my scraps I don't have big enough pieces. I want something, see this is that kind of a yellowish color, so I want something different. But anyway, so, you know, we ended up deciding to go home rather than go to our little trip to Fredericksburg. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that. It's a really cute little town. Oh, that's cute. That might work. It's not really going to hang over to where you can, nothing's going to, you know, this is hanging so far, you're not going to see, you know, much, but when you open it up, you'll see it. Anyway, so, you know, we were supposed to meet friends up there and hang out for the weekend and come back on Monday, and we ended up not doing that because we were just, I mean, we were exhausted. And I'm exhausted today. But I'm happy to be in my craft room. You know, this is my happy place. But, oh, let me tell you, poor little Bo. And poor little Dory, because she was soaked. Soaked. And, you know, they don't understand. They're like, what's going on? Why am I standing out here for 3 hours? Oh, my God, it was terrible. But thank God for that man that helped us, because, I don't know. I mean, you know, there's so many decent, nice people in the world. I wonder if I should put pink on there, guys. What do you think? Should I put something pink? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. I will have to say that little Bo, he's a trooper. Let me tell you, he is a great little, he has an amazing personality. You know, and he's a puppy and super smart, let me tell you. Very, very smart dog. I think he realized that something was wrong and he just decided he's going to take a nap. That's all I can do, you know. And I stood out there for the longest time and stayed with him and it was pouring, and I mean pouring rain. And I stood out there in the pouring rain until he fell asleep because I didn't want him freaked out. But I'm surprised I didn't catch a... I was chilled to the bone. I mean, chilled to the bone last night. You know, we changed clothes. You know, we had our clothes with us in the RV. And then, of course, we couldn't get in the RV either. That's why we were standing outside for 3.5. We could have stayed in the store, but we're, you know, worried about the dog. And the... Plus, we had the other dog with us. And anyway, we couldn't get in the RV because the keys to the RV were attached to the other keys that were inside the car. And so, anyway, it was just, we're supposed to be getting a driving RV next year, but we didn't want to commit to that until we knew for sure that we wanted to do that. But it was a thing. But I will have to say, little Bo, he just sat stay, you know. I think something's wrong here, and I don't think there's anything that can be done. I'm just gonna lay here for a little while. And he calmed himself down. He was, you know, he was upset for a while. He was jumping and crying, and it's like, why won't you let me out? And it, you know, and then he stopped and realized, I think he realized. I was telling him, I'll get you as soon as I can, and I'm going to put something back here too. I think it'd be pretty to put something back here. So anyway, Bo is doing great today, but Dory, you can tell she's tired. She had it because she was standing out there with us. Bo just fell asleep. So, and my husband said he's exhausted. It was very emotional, and because I was ready to just get a hammer and break the window open. I wasn't going to leave that poor dog in there for, you know, that long. That just wasn't going to happen because I just wasn't going to do that. But, you know, had we not got a hold of the last guy when we did, or my last ditch effort after 2 hours of trying to get somebody to come out there was I called the police, and then they got a hold of somebody. So, but, you know, I mean, I had no qualms breaking a window. Hopefully not hurting the puppy, and, you know, do the front window or something, but I just was ready to do that. And anyway, this has a lot of air in it, so it's not coming out. Anyway, today has just been a relaxing day. It's kind of cloudy out and rainy, and it's probably good that we didn't go because I don't think the weather was that good. And that was another thing. I didn't want to go, and then, you know, you go out to dinner, you go out to lunch, you do stuff with your friends, and then you're locking the dogs up in the trailer, and I didn't want to do that to them all weekend after what they'd been through. So, you know, it was not fun. All right, so we're going to put this on there. This is just to add some extra interest. It fits perfectly. There we go. And that came with a lot. I got a bunch of antique lace, so good. So there we go. All right. So that is basically our cover, finishing that. And now I'm going to take the pages and let's get them ready to put in there. I'm going to go ahead and put this back in here. Oh gosh, I have so many little pieces in here. So that is that. Now we're still going to have these pockets here, and we could still put lace and trim right here if we want to. And I probably will put something over there. I don't know what though. So anyway, we'll just do this part and figure out the pages, and hopefully we can get that all done. And if not, then you will see I'm going to have to cut that, but I definitely have to use it. I think I printed this as an extra page, and that one is an extra page because I'm going to make journal cards out of those. So I got to cut that. And then we will get our pages together. So anyway, that was my day yesterday, and let me tell you, I was just emotionally and physically just drained. So I was happy to be back and come up here. I slept in. My husband took care of the dogs this morning. I didn't even hear him. I didn't hear anything. I was out of it. And I just woke up, just kind of moseyed around, cleaned up my craft room a little bit, and said, I'm going to try and do a video. So hopefully you guys will get this in less than a day. And you might, you know, I don't know. I can try and upload it. That's all I can do. I may have to just go somewhere and upload my video because it just, the upload speed here is so bad. I may have to just go to a coffee shop or something. It's just, See, isn't that gorgeous? That is going to go so well with this, right? Don't you think, guys? It's perfect. I mean, I really did look at, I think, oh, you know, I did this last year. I don't know if I did the year before, but it's the best. Okay, so let me get the pages that I already cut out and figure out how many I have and what I can use. So, those are all pages. I have some other pages. I've got some antique music page. Oh, those are the pockets. I've got multiple French pages, dictionary page, French dictionary, I think, and I've got some Edith Holden. And I'm going to have a little bit of, I have some coffee dyed paper. I think I'm only going to put like 2 or 3 in there because I don't know if I'll have room. We'll have to, I'm going to count. I'm going to try and put as many of these pages in. Yeah, it's way more than I normally would, but they are so pretty, and I want whoever gets this journal to get to look at these pages because they're gorgeous. They are just gorgeous. They're so gorgeous. Maybe I'll keep it for myself. I don't keep very many journals. I just don't. But I love this kit so much. I probably am not going to have room for this. I'm going to put this aside and see how much we have. I probably am not. I'm probably not going to. There's just too many. There's going to be too many pages. 20 is really my max, usually on a 1-page or 1 signature journal. I usually like to do no more than 15 to a signature, but on a 1 signature journal, I will go up to 20. So yeah, it's pretty much I'll put that aside and we'll see. We'll just see. Because we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's a plain page also. 6, 7. Alright, so what if I take this one and then this one? So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then maybe, well, I don't know, I'll leave that one out. So 9. Okay. So then let's do, we have this 1 page, and it's going to be too wide. So we want to fold that up a little bit. Maybe just cut that down a little. Boy, did I cut that crooked. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's still kind of crooked, but oh well. I am just not on my A game today. Most of the time I'm not, but you know, hey. Alright, so I'm going to fold that up just to make a little pocket on the bottom. Here we go. So that is going to be there. So that's 10 there. So I've got 10 more pages that I can use. So let's just pass out some coffee dyed paper. Let's see. This one's a little grungy, but I like that. Let's do something like that. I can, let me see. Yeah, all right. Probably going to have to cut those a little bit though. I think the length might be a little bit too much. And I used to do all this measuring and get everything all perfect, but I finally realized in the end it doesn't really matter, because your pages are not going to line up perfect anyway, and you're going to have little gaps and things because it's just a handmade journal. So I think that's the right height, I'm guessing. Okay, good, that's that one. And I'll do this one similar. And do that. Okay. And then we'll trim this one also. That'll go there. So that goes 10, 11, 12. Got this Edith Holden. I'm going to go this way on that. 13. 14. Alright, so I have these, and I need to put those together. Get some tape here. I like to use my washi tape. Let me see here. Just going to put some glue stick on there with it. Just kind of line those up. And I usually do these on this, even if they are together, because I don't want to, put them in there without reinforcing them, because these are very old. These are antique papers, and I only use the ones that are that are not crumbling. I don't use, because I have quite a few that are just, you know, when you buy these antique books, you're taking a chance, because a lot of them, the papers are not really usable in a journal. So, and these, whatever they're made out of, is a lot stronger than what even normal paper that I've seen it are, for the most part, because they're just, they're in pretty good shape. I love the patina of these pages. These are all like from the late 1800s. And honest, I have some of these pages that are in better shape than some that are 20 years old. So I think it really depends on the paper, and maybe where they were kept, or how they were kept, or whatever. So I really think a lot of it is the paper quality or whatever. It's just different. Different papers are in better shape. So there we got that one. Just dropped my washi tape. And then these are all French pages, so I'm putting those in. It's the French Rabbit book. And I might not put them all in, so we'll see. But these are not very bulky, so it not a big deal to put them in. I don't think it adds a lot of interest, you know. Okay, this one's a little wonky, but that's okay. I think we can work okay with that. Put that together a little bit more. I don't want to overlap it, but I want to get it closer together. I might have to use a wider washi tape. Let me see if this will even work. That is overlapping a little. I don't want that. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I might do the other side on that too. So anyway, I am excited My other channel has done extremely well. And my tape ran out, so now I have to use a different tape. So how about if I use this one? If I can find the end of it. Oh, come on. I hate when that happens. It's right here, I think. If you haven't seen my other channel, it's more on home decor and stuff like that. And I really love that stuff. And general crafts, but mainly, you know, home decor. I mean, but in a very broad category. I'll link that below if you're interested, but I love doing that kind of stuff, and I do it anyway. I just thought, well, I might as well do it on YouTube. So I'm doing a lot of it lately because I haven't done it forever in my house. I kind of hadn't done it probably for 5 or 6 years. I haven't done that much, and I started doing it again, and I thought, well, I'll just see if anybody's interested. So, but now I'm starting to make so much stuff, I may have to start selling it because you know, there's only so much you can keep in your house. I didn't realize I was gonna do that much, so I am going to. I've already given some of it away, but I think what I may be doing, I might just use my same Etsy shop because I really don't want to go through the trouble opening another Etsy shop, all that. So, because I don't know if it'll sell or not, you know. So don't be surprised if you look in my Etsy shop and you see some of it, because I'm going to probably put some in there just to see. Things that'll ship for a reasonable price, you know. The big things I won't be able to do, but that's mainly what I do. I don't really make a lot of big things. Some of the pictures and things are larger, and I don't think I'll be able to ship those, but for the most part, I use those anyway. So, all right, so let's see here. We did that. Okay, so let's kind of see how many pages we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, I lost my little washi tape thing. Can't see it. See, I've got it in this one of these little... I need to do my craft room tour. I keep messing up the craft room. Every time I get it clean, I think, oh, I'm going to do a tour. And then I do something, I make a mess, and I'm like, oh, I can't do it now. So I may just have to show it to you messy, because that's just how it's going to be. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And what were these other two? Maybe I'll put these in. 19 and 20. That could be it. Let's see. I will put that in. I will put another. I think I'll put this one in. This is just a plain one. And I'll do that. I have to cut that a little bit on top. It's crooked. Folded it crooked. And these are a little bit on the grungy side, but I kind of want that because I think it kind of goes with this journal. 20. So that's 20 pages that will go in that journal. So now we got to figure out how we want them. And let's see here. Put that there. And then probably have to do another one here. Just put that there. Let's put this here. Now, you know what? Let's put this here. That would be nice. And then Let's put another one of these here. They're just so stinking cute, aren't they? Ugh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous pages. I really love them. And I'm just kind of finding different pages to go in there. Cute, cute, cute. All right. Put that in there. And maybe put, oh, look at this one. Isn't this cute, guys? Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, Edith Holden needs to go in there. Did I not put one in there before? I think maybe that needs to go here. I'm going to put that here. I'll put that there. How about that? And then I'm going to put, let's see what I'm going to put. Oh. I don't know if I want to put two of those pages together, but I might have a choice. That might go there. But I'll put this in between. Now I'll put that in between. And then I'm going to do one of these pages. Now I'll put one of these pages in. And then we'll do, oh, this is probably my favorite one right here. I might think I'm going to put that in the center. This is my favorite right here. This little bunny. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that bunny. Okay. Let's see here. Put that one there. Put, oh, it's upside down. That one there. Put that there. Put that there. Nope, that's not going to work. That's upside down. Do that. Okay, I can move this one back here, and I'm going to put this one over here. And then I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to put this in the middle. There we go. I think we're good. So that is our 20 pages. And let me see how it looks. This is, you know, that's my preliminary, and then I go through and I look and make sure I didn't put things upside down and make sure I have things where I want them. And the main reason I'm doing this is I really do believe that those mailers are one of the easiest ways to make a journal. They're the right size and you know, a good practice for people if they're just starting out. I have a lot of people I know that are just starting out, a lot of them. And I know it might get boring for some people, but you know, I like to watch other people craft, even if I already know how to do what they're doing. I mean, to me it's fun, but I know it's not for everybody, and you know, you can't please everybody. That's all there is to it. A lot of people don't like the chit-chat, and they don't like hearing about what's going on in your life and all that kind of stuff, but then I can tell you a lot of people do, so there's really no way to please everybody. There just isn't. It's funny how sometimes people just seem like they're angry when you talk about things, and then others are, you know, they think it's fun and they like it, and so, you know, it's just weird. You just can't please everybody. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and clip my pages so that we can sew them in. And all right, let's see here. do that. And the pockets and things I'm going to add later. You could certainly do that beforehand. I don't think I'm going to be sewing them in. Let me get my little sewing thing here. All right, so there's my thread. Here's my awl. And I usually use my long paper clips, but you know what? I don't need them this time. I think we're good. Okay. Let's see here. Here's my cover. So I have everything in there that I need in order to sew this in. I can still put my trim on there later if I want to. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe I'll use the large ones for that. Let's see what we got here. Just a couple of them. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get that all lined up. Make sure again that everything's in there. Nothing's upside down. Because I have done that before. And you know, the only fix to that is you just take it out and do it again. Not the end of the world, but it's a little frustrating. And I have done it. Okay. So I'm going to do that. And I just kind of center it in between, you know, there should be like about 1/4 of an inch up here, or 1/8 of an inch, I'm sorry. 1/8 of an inch extra up there, 1/8 down there. And I will clip this in and make sure it's definitely in the middle, you know, because see, this is just enough for one signature. You can really put 2 signatures in these. I've done it before, but it's a tight fit. It is a tight fit. I have put 2 signatures in these little mailers before. You know, 2 signatures with no more than 15 pages. And I think I have videos out there on it, so if you're interested, just look through my playlist. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And now I don't need a template because I'm not putting multiple signatures in, so I don't have to have the signatures lined up. And I am going to do just the 3-hole pamphlet stitch because I want this to be easy for everyone. And I'm just gonna go in the middle. I'm punching my hole in the middle, okay, and I'm making sure that it's coming right up on the back. All right. And I have done the 5-hole pamphlet stitch recently, so if y'all are interested on that, I think I did it on my flip-flop journal, so if you want to see that, just go back a few videos ago, and the 5-hole is in there too, so if you're interested in that. So I got 1, 2, and I'm going to do one more, and I'm just guesstimating where to put them. I'm just kind of, if you're doing more than one signature, you want to do a template, and I have other videos out there that show you how to do that, so make sure you watch them if you're interested in that, because it will show you step by step how to do it. And I go about 3, it depends on if you're going to have them dangling, and I'm not positive yet. I don't know what I'm going to do. So you know, a lot of stuff I just kind of ad lib. I just kind of do it and then see if hopefully it works out. So I put a paper clip on the end like this so that it doesn't go through as I'm doing it. It just helps me. I've done it forever that way. I'm not even sure who I saw do that, because it's been so long ago, probably 4 years ago. So, but anyway, so I'm just taking my wax thread. I'm going to start in the middle, go right through, and then I'm going to go up through my top hole, which I can barely see. Hopefully I can find it. I might not be able to find it. I really can't see it. If that happens, go through the inside or wherever, and that does happen, because it does depend on what you're, you know, putting through there. So that's it. I'm going to just go through. I can tell where my hole is because I'm sticking my awl back through it again, okay? So I know it's there. And you can go through the top or the bottom, it doesn't matter, because your journal doesn't know what the top and the bottom is. It's just you have to go through one, you know. Oh gosh, here we go. So I can tell it's right there because I have my awl there, and that helps me. And hopefully I don't lose it again. And I keep it kind of bent, and that kind of keeps your pages aligned for you to get it through there pretty easily. Which I say that, and I think I moved them, but when I did that. So here we go. I think I moved them all. If that happens, put your awl back through there again, and that lines them up. If you move your pages around, then what's going to happen is the holes move around. And when that happens, you have to kind of take your awl, go back through, and it lines them all up again. And I try and keep it kind of curved a little bit so I can get them through there. And put it back through. Honestly, you know what it is I can't see the hole that well through this brown paper. Okay. Here we go. There we go. So if you keep it kind of curved like that, then the holes will line up with each other. If you open it up all the way, they'll move. And that's why you'll see some people use a cradle. I have never used one. I tried, and I actually found it harder than just doing it like this. But, you know, everybody's got to do their own thing. So. And so this moved around a little, so this last hole maybe moved too. So I'm going to go ahead and see if it's lined up. So now, after we've gone through the outside, here, let me get that out of the way because I don't want to get those tangled in there. We're going to go through the inside, and I know it's hard to see, but so I'm going back through this hole. And I'm kind of curving it shut because that is how, yeah, they moved. When they move, you just take your awl, go back through, and don't punch another hole. Just kind of try and hold your book shut and get it back through the same hole. Is that the same one? It is. Okay, good. You just want to line them back up again, and that's what having that awl will help you do. And that's what happens when your papers move. Not the end of the world though. And then you go back through, okay? So you've gone through the middle, the top, and the bottom, and now you have to go back through the middle. That's how it works. So this is the only really tough part on the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So you've got to go back through this hole and not pierce the thread that you've already gone through. That's the biggie. And I kind of keep it closed again, and this is sometimes it can be hard because if the paper's moved, you can't necessarily get it in straight away like this one has. So again, I take my awl, I go back through. I'm not punching a new hole, I'm just finding my hole, and that lines up your papers again, is what it does. Okay. And I'm going to hold it. And normally you wouldn't have this issue if your papers don't move, but if they do, it's good that it happens so that everybody can see. If your papers move while you're doing it, then the hole's going to not be lined up. So that is why you want to go back through, but you don't want to punch new holes if you can help it. Keep it kind of tilted. Go back in. It should go straight in. Make sure you're not piercing. See how this thread is separate? It is not piercing this thread. The needle is not going through my previous thread. And I'm coming back through. Okay, and take all your clips off because you can't really tighten it up with your clips on there. Okay, and I don't know, this one kind of, all right. So then what I do at that point is I just kind of go, okay, did that thing go through it? No, it didn't. I kind of take my, oh, it did go through. Okay, let me see. There we go. I take my two threads and tighten them, and I try and go underneath. One goes one way and one goes the other way, because I want to get tension on here. Okay, and then that one will go over here, and I just tighten it, and then I go back the other way and I tighten it again, and I get it as tight as I can get it without ripping my pages. Nice and tight. Okay, and then I just tie a knot. I usually tie a double knot, sometimes 3. All right, and that will keep it, it's not going anywhere, especially if you used a wax thread. And that holds it in nice and tight, and you've got your journal. And that's it, guys. So that is all I'm going to do today. And hopefully I will be back on in a few days with a flip through. I'll show you the journal. But isn't that cute? Oh, I love that. I love these papers. So I'll be putting like probably some more lace and trim here, some other things here. I'll be adding all the pockets, adding lace and trim and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to do it with you guys or not. We'll see. If you want me to, let me know. I don't mind doing it. Cute, 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 cute. Anyway, I will see you guys hopefully in a few days, and hopefully this video uploads. And everybody take care and have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.